Your whole name is
Denise Lanier.
Denise Lanier. That's
Yes.
a little longer on your email. But Denise, you're an outdoors woman.
Yes, I am. I love hiking. I've been backpacking and hiking my entire life. So now with Valley Public Television, we're creating an outdoor venture program, letting people know, particularly women, where they can go backpacking and hiking and just disconnect.
Like locally?
Locally, we are surrounded by world-class national parks. We have Yosemite, Kings Canyon, Sequoia, Pinnacles. We have Big Sur, which you can backpack over there on the coast. The Inyo National Forest all around. And most people stay right here in Fresno because they're their lives. They leave their garage, they go to work, they go to kids' school and back and forth. But wouldn't it be great once in a while to just step out away from all of that, just find your pulse again and breathe and just go for a walk and just listen. And we are in the best area in the world to do that, I think.
Did you grow up here?
No, actually I grew up in Delaware, so I've done a lot of backpacking, the Appalachian Trail, back there, back home.
You have hiked the Appalachian Trail.
Not the entire trail, but sections of it.
Okay.
I know back there.
So what brought you to California?
Oh my goodness, that's quite a story.
What was his name?
Actually, his name was Scott. Yes. I was 25, been there, done that for the East Coast. Why not try the West Coast? So I headed west. And it's
Did you hitchhike or something?
No, actually, I drove out here with my mother and my sister. They drove out with me, in my tiny little car. And
because they thought Scott was the guy.
And he was not the guy.
He was not the guy. But what the hell? I mean, there's lots of great trails, right?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, I couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
So did you come to Fresno first?
No, actually, I was down in Irvine for about 2 months when I first arrived here. I did not like
By the college?
No, actually, Scott worked for the oil company, so I lived there for a little bit. That didn't work out. At the same time I moved from Delaware to California, a good friend of mine had moved to Fresno to come back home to be near family. So he thought, well, why not come on up here to Fresno? And I thought, I never grew up thinking, I want to live in Fresno. But once I drove up here and realized that we had the mountains all around, and I was hooked.
And that was your jam, right? You're like, I love the mountains. This is a perfect place for me.
I was meant to be here, I think.
So when you go camping or when you go hiking, do you stay overnight? Do you camp? Are you good like that?
I do a lot of backpacking, solo backpacking in particular. I really enjoy backpacking.
By yourself?
All by myself.
To find your pulse?
Yes, exactly. And
right.
to just breathe deep and lift my head up and just find out what I can do and really push myself.
So do you live off the land?
No, actually, I bring some food with me. I have my backpack here, and also...
That's a large backpack.
It's about fully stocked. Yes.
You want to see her backpack, Billy? Easy, Tiger. All right, Billy would like to see your backpack.
Can you hold my hiking pole for a second here?
This is her hiking pole. They're going to keep you away. All right. And this is the bell. What now? The bell. I got to know what the bell is for. What, in case you get lost?
Actually, the bell is for bears, to let them know when I'm coming around a trail by myself, to warn them so I don't surprise them.
It's a bear bell.
So it's either deterrent or a dinner bell. It depends on how anxious the bear is at that point. And then my tent, my camera gear is inside here. With One Woman Adventure along Nature's Path, I'm going to be filming hikes. But no camera crew, just me out there showing people how to backpack and hike safely.
So you do selfies the whole time, basically?
Pretty much, yes, which is kind of amusing. I'm learning photography. I've got a handle on the whole walking thing, but as far as filming, I've captured some great moments of my left ear in this process. So I think what I'm going to do on the website, probably at one point, do a little bloopers page. Thoughts along Nature's Path from Denise's left ear.
Yeah. Oh no, it's my right ear.
Yes, exactly.
So how long do you go out at a time?
I've done a 10-day solo trek by myself down the John Muir Trail. I'll go out
Okay,
for a
well,
weekend.
so you do to Mammoth?
I started at Tuolumne Meadows, over on the eastern side of Yosemite, and went down to Edison Lake, went past Mammoth. I had a rest day there, hung out there for a while, so just kind of crisscrossed the Sierras on my way down, and I go out for weekends by
You're
myself.
out for 10 days. What do you eat?
You'd be amazed at what you can eat. Some people...
Amaze me.
Well, actually, I've had, smoked Gouda cheese, stuffed feta stuffed.
No.
Yes,
what do you get off the land to eat?
I don't pick things off. I mean, you could eat plants, things like that, but
For 10 days, you're carrying around cheese for 10 days?
Not just cheese. I carry it. I've had.
But
curry.
Is that healthy?
Just cheese, probably not. But you can have an amazing menu if you want. And actually, for 10 days, if you're going that long, you send a restock box to yourself at certain points of the way.
What? Tell me about that.
So for example, before I left, I planned my menu, cooked everything, dehydrated everything, packed a box, knowing that I would carry, on average, about 3 days' worth of food with me. So I mailed the box to myself, and I picked it up in Mammoth. In Red's Meadow. So I had a fresh pair of clothes, fresh socks. We're heaven at that point.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I didn't know that.
There are a lot of tricks.
Okay, let's say that your box isn't there. Like someone took your box. Okay, so but you have to eat. Do you go up there and do you fish? Do you hunt? Do you eat the bark off the trees? How do you do it?
If you wanted to do that, you could. But one of the beautiful things about the trail is trail magic. Along the way, other hikers who have had bad situations come up, we kind of leave food that you didn't need. So there's generally several stops along the trail. There's a box of food and supplies that people didn't eat, and you pick and you leave, things like that. So.
Or for people that didn't make it, right?
Hey, they didn't make it. They don't need it anymore. So.
Now, you sent some pictures here,
Yeah.
and not all of them are of your left ear, but the first one is. Okay, this is a video? And this is on what peak?
I'm on Alta Peak, which is in Sequoia National Park. It's about 11,000 something feet. Fantastic. You can do it as a day hike. It's 7 miles, but I broke it up into 2 days, and it's just a wonderful hike along there. It's a little sunny. My eyes got a little burnt because I made the mistake of not bringing sunglasses, but it's just a phenomenal place, and I highly recommend that hike.
Let's take a peek.
Actually, I was up there a few minutes ago with another hiker, Ken. But the space up there is really tiny, so didn't dally too long up there. Got some snapshots, hope they turned out okay. Got some panoramic shots. You know, there are moments in any hike, no matter how beautiful it is, where you think, what am I doing? There weren't too many of that on this one. I felt really good, but this is a bit way up here. 11,200 feet. Felt good, hydrated. I'm going to drink some more right now, finish off my water, because there's a water source not too far down. It's all downhill from here. Mosquitoes. Jiminy Christmas. I'm getting better at my cussing on public television here. It's just gorgeous. Feeling great. You see scenery behind me here? Yep. Apparently you can see Whitney that way, and I think we actually might have seen it. I wish I'd been able to get my camera out, but again, this space you can sit on up there is about this big. So I wasn't fiddling around too much. That my luck, I dropped something over the top, and there it goes. Anyway, feeling good. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Have you ever ran into other hikers that saw you talking to yourself out in public? Or public, or out on the peak?
Out on the trail, yes.
Yeah.
It is a little embarrassing sometimes.
Do you ever
I'll
tell
be
them, here,
chatting.
can you hold my camera while I do this?
Well, when I tell them what's going on, that I'm filming for public television, they're really excited about it because they want other people to realize what a wonderful place it is, too. But I do ask people to hold my camera. I'll give them my card and things. So I've met some great people out on the trail.
Have you met people that live out there?
I've not people
Maybe
that,
in the Appalachians you did.
There were some funny people that I met in Appalachian
Some
Trail.
lightning
yes.
makers.
Yes, yeah. And there was a gentleman I met out here near Whitney one time who was a Vietnam vet who just didn't live well down among people, so he spent almost all of his time up in the trail, and he would go down for his visit to the VA hospital and come back up in the trail, and that's where he felt at peace up there, because it is peaceful, and you are competent and strong, and you can accomplish things up there.
I bet he had his own little patch of peace up there.
I bet he did, and he was doing fine. So.
Yeah. Now, when are people going to be able to see your show on PBS?
Right now, I'm out on the trail about every other weekend filming different trails all around Central California. We're hoping, as long as we get funding for the program, for the production part, to air it around springtime. That'll get people excited to go on out there in the trail and gear up and head on out there. So we're hoping to show people how to do it safely. It's not a survival show. We want to show people how to do it appropriately. And if things go wrong, how do you just take a breath? and
Because
manage it?
if you're prepared, it's really not that hard.
That's the key. Actually, don't go diving off on a solo trip if you've never hiked before. Know what you can do and go on well-known trails first.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming by.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck
Thank
on
you
all this.
very much.
I'd like to go hiking sometime. Will you
We
take
should
me?
do that. That would be great.
That would be
Yes.
great.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on the buzz. Stick around.